Dámy a pánové, já znám pokračování ze série Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty. V minulé epizodě jsme došli ke Stillmanovi a dostali jsme task, že my jsme takové defuzovali všechny bomby. Defuzovali jsme, myslím, že na konci epizody snad 3 nebo 4 bomby, počkat. Na hajzlech, potom v TT. Aha. Takže 3 bomby jsme defuzovali a teď nám zbývají zbytek bomb. Tak jsme na Connecting Bridge, což je do toho skladu, jo, takže teď nám zbývá bomba ve skladu, kam si musíme dostat, kde je bohužel ta bomba, kurva drát, dole. Což je krapítek blbý, no. Dobrý. Tak, můžeme se třeba zkusit zavolat tomu, ty Pliskinovi, zabijeme zajímavé, co má na srdci.
Tell me a little more about Dead Cell.
Dead Cell was a shadow unit within the SEALs organization.
Right. They handled surprise raids on vital government facilities, didn't they?
Yes. They were originally put together to check the nation's military security system. The unit was the brainchild of ex-President George Sears. Dead Cell was a secret unit positioned at the opposite end of anti-terrorist outfits such as Delta Force and SEALs.
Were they always a...
Group of madmen?
Yeah.
No. They got weird when Colonel Jackson, Fortune's husband, was sent to jail.
Sent to jail? For what?
Corruption. He misappropriated government funds.
Sounds like he deserved it.
That's what everybody else thought, except for the members of Dead Cell. They felt the Colonel was falsely accused. Fact is, they took the case to the powers that be, but they never managed to reopen the case.
Was there any truth to their claim?
Who knows? Whatever the situation is, Dead Cell's name was tainted.
And Colonel Jackson?
He was being held at Leavenworth.
Was? Meaning he's been released?
Well, in a manner of speaking, the Colonel's dead.
Oh.
Apparently, he lost the will to live and died in prison. The members of Dead Cell snapped with the loss of their leader. They underwent a radical change and became uncontrollable.
And that's why they undertook this terrorist operation.
Seems as good a reason as any.
Okay, zajímavý.
Vamp is a member of Dead Cell. Born in Romania, his specialty is knives. But I guess you know that by now. When he was just a kid, he lost his family to a terrorist bomb that went off in a church they were attending. His body pierced by a crucifix, Vamp was buried under the rubble for 2 days before he was finally rescued. During those 2 days, he survived by feeding on the blood of his family to quench his thirst. That was how he acquired a taste for blood.
So that's why they call him Vamp.
No, Vamp isn't for vampire, it's because he's bisexual. Rumor has it, Vamp was the lover of Scott Dolph, the Marine Commandant who accidentally died 2 years ago. Scott Dolph was also the father of Fortune, the Dead Cell leader.
Fortune's old man? But Fortune and Vamp?
You noticed, eh? Not bad for a rookie.
Right.
As you say, Vamp and Fortune are very close. Not lovers, but very close.
Friends?
No, there's more to their relationship than that.
But Vamp was her father's lover.
Would it have been better if it was with her mother?
Well...
I don't really think they care what you think. Focus on the mission.
Zajímavé
By the
informace,
way,
ty vole.
have you ever met the guy before?
No.
But he seemed to know you.
Right. Well, No, it can't be.
What?
Nothing. I told you the Dead Cell is a group of madmen. I wouldn't take anything they say very seriously.
What do you know about that strange woman?
You mean Fortune? She's the Dead Cell leader. Her real name is Helena Dolph Jackson, known to her friends as Lady Luck.
Lady Luck?
Yeah, she got the name because bullets seemed to veer away from her in battle.
Oh.
People have heard her say that her fortune in battle was payback for the lousy luck she's had in life.
Lousy luck?
The death of her father, the Marine commander, the conviction of husband and Dead Cell leader Colonel Jackson. These events were followed by her mother's suicide. The loss of a husband, and the idea of a convict in the family apparently took her over the edge. Fortune was 3 months pregnant at the time, and the shock of her mother's death led to the loss of her child. Add to this her husband's death in prison a few months later, and to sum it up, in the 6 months after her father's death, She lost her family and everything that mattered in her life.
Jeez, she's had it rough.
Yeah. The thing is, she didn't grieve long. Instead, she joined the military.
Now why is that?
Do I look psychic? My best guess is revenge. I heard that she firmly believed that her husband was framed. Anyway, by the time she came out of basic training, she'd proven many times over that she was gifted with an unusual streak of luck. In fact, some say she sold her soul for it.
Her soul?
Her uncanny luck earned her a reputation that led to her appointment as the head of her husband's unit, Dead Cell. Fat Man. Supposedly, he's nicknamed after an atomic bomb, but to me, he's just a fat man. Something straight out of a sideshow. If he even has a bit of spare time, he spends it disassembling and assembling his Glock over and over again. He can't stand to have his hands still. He's extremely vain about his hands, keeps his fingers as slender and soft as a woman's. They say he's always looking at his hands, giving himself manicures.
Okay, zajímavý.
Pliskin, what do you know about Stillman?
He's a bomb disposal expert, probably the best in the world.
What else?
What do you mean?
Like why he retired?
Are you here to gossip?
No.
Then get back to work defusing those C4s. If there's something you need to know about Stillman, go ask him yourself.
Pliskin, SEAL Team 10's Bravo team's been wiped out.
Is that right?
Is that all you have to say? I thought they were your comrades.
Yeah, too bad.
Too bad. Did you know they were used as a decoy to support my infiltration?
No, but it doesn't surprise me.
Man, you are cold. They were your friends.
What do you want me to say? That you killed them? Or do you want me to say it wasn't your fault?
Oh, I just...
Listen, kid, I don't have time to wet nurse you, or provide you with a shoulder to cry on. You got a problem with your conscience, you take care of it. Don't bother me.
Pliskin, you seemed pretty focused on the Navy captain. Something catch your eye?
Yeah, remember the handcuffs were cut? There was something on the other end of that.
Do you know what it was?
Well, no, forget it.
What do you mean, forget it?
Just what I said. Forget it. Talk to you later, kid.
Až to, že Pliskin není, no, jako ze sílu, no.
Hey, Pliskin, were you really a SEAL?
That's what I told you.
But
what?
Nothing.
Listen, kid, you're on a mission. Thinking about anything else can get you killed. That's a tranquilizer gun with a sound suppressor. Hit an enemy with that, and it's good night, sleep tight. The time in which the tranquilizer takes effect depends on where you hit your target.
Jasně, ty už budou jenom hlavně těch zbraní, ale co za mě dělal, když tady byli, no, ty vole. No, co zabralo? Skoro 10 minut. Jo, tady to musíme si dát bacha, to debla bychom museli nechat... Musíme určitě nechat živýho, to je 100% jasný. Ale můžeme ho uspat. Oni pak jenom budou vzbudit. A tady máme šachtu. Kunda. My máme level 1 kartu, že jo, myslím, takže to extra. Byl tady ještě nějaký debil náhodou? Jsem si jistý. Tady ještě nějaký čurák. No, tak snad ne, ty vole. Jo, teď tak ty budeme minout, to bychom měli minimapu. Bez té minimapu je to fakt hardcore, ty vole, no. Jako zatím nám to docela vychází bez toho, že my jsme udělali poplach, ty vole, což se docela divím, ty pičo, ty vole. Jako zrovna ta dvojka je docela jednoduchá na to jít to kompletně na stealth, protože že jo, ty debilové si vás moc nevšímají. Na dálku, že jo, protože tam mají to zorní pole. To už to jestli není, tam už vás vidějí prostě už. I když jste u nich kurva daleko jak stejně, tak vás stejně prostě vidějí. Máme tlumič do Sokoma. Tak, takže Sokom. Tlumič, nasazeno. Senzor. Tohle. Tohle všechno. Jo. Bo to si zvednou. Kde bylo tady ještě chrápou. Tak, mám skurvenou vysílačku, takže teďko nebude moc dělat to hlášení, což jsem vlastně ještě nikdy nevyzkoušel, co se vlastně stane, když mu takhle skurvíte tu vysílačku a on pak nepodá hlášení, tyhle. No, minu máme tady, ale tam se dostaneme jenom přes vrch, kurva, takže musíme nahoru.
Somebody there.
Dělej! Ty kokote. Kurva. Dělej! To bylo těsný. Neposer. To bylo v hubu. Wait, what? Oni ho nenašli? Ako si dělají prdel, ne? Lidi ho tam měli ty vole, ty debilové. Jako, I don't mind. Já to teď aspoň můžu hezky proběhnout zpátky. Máme senzor toho. Rychle, rychle, dobrý. Tak, nespustí poplach. Jo, ten čurák má daleko, takže má lepší zorní pole, ale my zase máme tohle. Easy.
Be careful, there are Claymore mines around there.
Who is this?
Stealth-equipped Claymore mines, invisible to the naked eye. Use the mine detector.
Identify yourself.
Just call me Deep Throat.
Deep Throat? You mean from Shadow Moses?
Mr. X, then.
Mr. X now, is it? Why would it matter if I called you Deep Throat?
Never mind about that.
Why did you contact me?
Let's just say I'm one of your fans.
Colonel, someone calling himself Mr. X just contacted me. Do you know anything about it?
No. And whoever it wasn't a burst transmission. The transmission was sent from within the big shell.
He called himself Deep Throat at first. Do you think...
I caught that part too. But the possibility of it being true is none. Gray Fox was the one who used that alias in Shadow Moses, and he's dead.
Is it an enemy trap?
Could be. Exercise extreme caution.
Tak tady vlastně mám ten mine detektor. A nebo můžeme vzít vlastně termál a díky tomu termálu vlastně uvidíme ty miny taky, jenomže ty piče, jak si můžete všimnout, tak nám to pěkně vypaluje v oči. A teď to vlastně funguje takhle, že vlastně až do, myslím, že 4. dílu, myslím, Metal Gearu, ty vlastně miny sbíráte takhle, že přes ně vlastně takhle plazíte, i když jste v tom jejich zorném poli. Což by normálně, že jo, to odpálilo ty miny, ale o tom se nebudeme úplně moc bavit teďko. Ve 5 Metal Gearu už to funguje, jak by mělo, že jo, že prostě jakmile prostě půjdete do toho zeleného pole, tak vás to prostě odpálí a prostě tam to defuzujete už normálně. Ne takhle. Tak. Senzor A, jdeme dál. Kurva.
Jack, do you remember the day we met?
I'm kind of busy right now, Rose.
You're right, sorry.
I do remember. It was right after I transferred to New York. There are all these tourists around you in front of the Federal Hall.
A group of middle-aged Japanese ladies came up and asked me which building it was that King Kong was climbing in the movie. I said it was probably the Chrysler Building, and then you showed up and started mouthing off. You were like, no, it's the Empire State.
I said the Chrysler Building was in Godzilla.
We started arguing, and I forgot all about the tourists. I was insisting that I was right, and you were doing the same. The next thing we knew, the Japanese women had gone away, and we ended up going to the Skyscraper Museum to see who had the better recall.
We argued all the way to Battery Park.
And for nothing.
Since the museum was closed, we went our separate ways from the museum. And then I found you again by coincidence out in the base corridor.
An amazing coincidence that we were actually working at the same place.
That night we went up to the top of the Empire State.
It was so beautiful. I could look down on the Chrysler Building from 120 stories above ground.
I felt overwhelmed. I didn't care anymore who was right.
And that was our first date.
We watched King Kong in your apartment a bunch of times that night. Didn't sleep till morning. If it weren't for that coincidence, we wouldn't be together.
I know. I'm sorry, Jack. I'm taking up your time again.
What?
Take care.
A už domluvili, výborně, ty vole, jsem tady musel tady dát si ve smažáka, kurva, abych tady ty pičovou chcípl nudou, ha. Tak. Nejvíc otevřená pasáž tady v tom díle máme za sebou teď, že tady pasáží tady bude, myslím, že ještě docela dost. A ještě je. Jo, už máme plno, ok. Tak a vy tady vlastně se taky můžete, myslím, že tady takhle jakby posílat potom skrz ty lokace. Ale nechci bekecat, ty vole. Tady jsou ty boxy. Perishable foods, electric appliance. Výborně. Tak, tak se necháme poslat. Což upřímně vůbec nevím, kam mě to kurva pošle. Ale zase to bojím. Je to kurva sem. My jsme tady v té části. Jo, to už to nedostaneme, ale kurva. Tak, kam nás vezme tentokrát? Strat B, transform... Dopí! OK. OK. Aha, takže to vezmeme teď trošku jinou cestou. Protože jsem hod tupá píča. No jak mluvíme, že tady ten elektronik, nebo to jsme to měli na sobě za krabici. Elektrik je tady to, tohle to bych si tady typl, že bude potom ke Stillmanovi, takže to potom asi můžeme vzít vlastně ke Stillmanovi tady tou cestou, ty vole, jednoduchou. Hej, to jsme vlastně možná udělali dobře, ty vole, teď mi tak vezmu, protože jestli to pak bude takhle fungovat, tak potom si vlastně udělám dnesky zkratku, ty vole, ke Stillmanovi. To je dobrý, ty vole. Dělej, vole. Už vyleď nahoru, ti můžu trefit, vole. Nebo když tady budu běhat, vole, že bys mě odhalil hnedka. Dobrý, hodnej kluk. Tak. Dining hall. A je. Už to tady nemá asi do piče. Stillman tam furt je. Security camera. Krátký proces. Tady to bude teď za prdel. Tady bychom si tady mohli udělat ten grip znova, ale to teď nebudu dělat, ty vole, na kameře, protože to je zase dlouhový jak prdel. A mně je to trošku komplikovaný. A teď mi tak nějak napadlo. Ty vole, já bych to vlastně mohl udělat vlastně vychcaně. Protože oni by teoreticky měli to jít čeknout dolů, že jo? Takže já jich to teoreticky uspím. Jo. A rychle ho otáhnu nahoru. Tak oni ho vlastně budou dát dole, a když oni ho vlastně nenajdou, tak vlastně řeknou, že nothing else to report a už by tady neměli pak chodit, takže já bych si pak vlastně tady teoreticky vlastně mohl udělat tu pičovinu na tu staminu. Já. Moje generalita mě občas děsí, ty vole. Tak jo. Tak, už půjdeme, panové. Uděláme tady menší střih a až si udělám ten grip, tak si uvidíme, takže zatím. Tak, jsme zpátky, dámy a pánové. Kurva, zrovna se tady čurák zbudil. Máme grip na trojce, takže pohodička. Kurva, čurák už tady zbudil docela dost do piče. To akorát jsem to stihl do piče. Na toto. Co je? Proč mám to červený, kurva? Mě neviděl, ne? Tak daleko ledem zmrt. To je nový, to jsem vůbec neviděl. Teď musíme rychle, protože jsme mu právě přerušili, to piče! Jsme mu přerušili hovor, kurva.
This is Raiden. Disposal of the C4 in strut D is complete. Explosives were planted on the maintenance hatch.
Good work. Only one more left to go.
This is Pliskin. Do you read me, Pete?
I'm here. What's up?
Raiden, you need to hear this too.
I'm listening.
I checked out the bottom of Strut H for you, Pete.
Wait, what's this about?
I asked Pliskin to look around. Knowing Fat Man, I can't shake the feeling that all the bombs so far were just wrong.
So did you find anything?
Yeah, a hell of a lot of C4s packed into the bottom of the strut. Pete called it right.
I knew he had the real thing up his sleeve.
So all the other ones were dummies?
No, they're a threat, all right. But the detonation wouldn't be enough to destroy the entire shell. But the C4s Pliskin found would inflict serious structural damage.
That's not the bad news either. These are sensor-proof.
What?
New model, I guess. The ionization sensor can't detect them. The whole thing is sealed tight to prevent vapor leak, and there's no trace of that cologne signature. Pete, looks like he fooled you.
Yes.
But you managed to find the thing anyway.
It was sheer luck.
Bombs that are invisible to the sensor?
Any ideas, Pete?
Are there more out there?
I'll go see for myself.
You can't move fast enough.
He's right. I can try the spray from a distance.
Hold on. There's something not right about this one. I can feel it.
Well, Pete, should I come back and get you?
No, there's no need. Raiden, you have one left to go, correct?
Right, except for those scentless ones.
How about you, Pliskin?
I have 2 left, not counting this one.
Okay. It'll have to be me. I have the level 4 card that'll get me into Shell 2 in any case.
You'll never make it. With that bad leg of yours, they'll spot you for sure.
That won't happen. I can walk just fine. I can even run.
What do you mean?
That bomb 5 years ago, I messed up. Even with all my experience, I lost it. And the church was lost in the explosion. All those kids playing nearby, too. These past 5 years, I've lived a lie.
Lied?
Yes, lied. I didn't lose my leg in the explosion. So many dead. All because of my mistake. All I could think about was hiding from the crime, shielding myself from the public outcry. I wanted people to be sorry for me, for my weakness. I faked being a victim myself because I couldn't bear to face the families of the real victims. This is no prosthetic. I can keep my footing on catwalks and hike over deserts. I lived my lie so well, I haven't even answered to myself for my sins. It was supposed to be a shield, and it's become a shroud instead. I've killed my soul by playing the victim. Instead of protecting me, it's made my life even more hellish.
What good can that do the victims?
I know. I'm a coward.
Hey, Pete.
God forgive me. I can walk with my own 2 feet, and I need them to stop Fat Man. His crimes are also mine. One of omission and arrogance. No one should teach the skills I taught him without a clear conscience. This is the only way I can diffuse my own sins.
I get you, Pete. That one's all yours. You got it, Raiden?
I understand.
Pete, I've taken care of guards in struts G and H of Shell 2. I wouldn't recommend you go into any of the other struts.
I owe you one.
I'll get back to freezing the baby bombs then.
You do that too, Raiden.
I'm on it.
I'll have the radio with me if you need to get in touch. Just don't ask for Peg Leg Peter. He's gone for good.
Co se stalo, tyva, kdybychom šli teďkon, tyva, za tím Stillmanem, že on vlastně už prej odešel.
It was nothing. All clear.
Prdele, my jsme takové pasti.
The situation is normal. All clear. Huh? The situation is normal. All clear. It was nothing. All clear. There was nothing wrong. Everything is all right.
Schválně, ty vole, co zkusíme se podívat teď konečně rychle do TT, protože já jsem to tady nikdo nezkusil, upřímně. Když by prej už měl dávno teďko jít, prej, Stillman, tak uvidíme, jestli tam ještě furt bude, nebo nebude. Upřímně já si myslím, že tam ještě furt bude. Tak ale za pokus nic nedáme, že jo, máme to doslova jenom, ty vole, takhle jeden most. A zbývá nám poslední bomba, což je na tom helipadě tam nahoře, tak pak, takže. Alo, není tady, ty vole. Vole, není tady. On pak šel do prdele. Tak dobrý. A tak to jsem třeba nikdy neskusil sebrat tady ten senzor dřív, ty vole. Tak to je zajímavý. To by mě zajímalo, jak dopadne ta konverzace, protože potom jsme právě měli dostat koudek od Stillmana, že prej pro nás nechal tady v tom dining hallu tu, že jo? Ten senzor. Takže by mě zajímalo, jak to dopadne, ty pičo. Když to už máme rovnou, ne? Dobrý. To je dobrý to, že ty debilové tady takhle zůstanou, ty vole. Já to něco nechal. Jo, máme do sniperky, tak to nemáme. Tak, já bych to teďkon asi ty vole uložil, radši pro jistotu.
What's up, Jack?
Protože úplně nechci riskovat, kurva. Když tady uložíme nový save.
I can't believe it. Stillman's prosthetic leg was all a big lie.
Don't be too hard on him, Rose.
But he's got no right to go around pretending he's got a prosthetic leg. That's an insult to people who really can't walk.
Everyone's got their own reasons. Sometimes you've got no choice but to lie.
You're right. I guess it is.
Oj, ty vole, nějaký druhý debil se tam chtěl to vytáhnout daleko hledat. Nebo něco. Ty pičo. Tak, teď jsme na té parcelové místnosti, kde jsme kurva byli, vole. Nějakou dobu zpátky. Ale kvůli tomu, že jsme debilové, nebo jsme. Když kvůli tomu, že jsem já debil, tak jsem se nechal poslat úplně někam do prdele. Tak, úplně byla outsmartnem, ho oběhnem, ty vole, já pojď bezky nahoru, vole. Kurva, on spíš on outsmartnul mě, kurva. To je debil. Dobrý. Tak. Heliport.
I've taken care of that annoying fly. What's the situation over there?
Puzzling. I saw a man dressed like a ninja just now.
Ninja?
It's the only way to describe it. A kind of cyborg ninja, complete with a sword.
What?
Are you hiding something from me?
Olga, are you sure it wasn't an Arsenal Tengu?
Don't be a fool. Think I wouldn't know the difference? I've never seen field gear like that ever.
All right, we'll intensify patrols. Anything else?
Actually, one more thing. You'll find it hard to believe, though. I saw a man hiding under a cardboard box.
Where?
On the connecting bridge to Shell 2. So you believe me this time?
I've seen someone use that box trick before. We'll lay a trap on the Shell 2 connecting bridge.
Over and out, then.
Freeze! You must be one of Dead Cell.
Of course not. What a thing to say.
Drop your gun!
Not a chance.
I saw a female soldier. Russian.
Must be Olga Gerlukovich.
How do you know?
Unlike you, I've been briefed.
She's not a dead cell?
No, she commands a Russian private army.
They must be the ones patrolling the big shell.
That's right. She's led the group ever since her old man, Colonel Gerlukovich, died. Watch yourself with her. She's a tough one.
OK. Takže mám tady Olgu. Tahle všeho přežila, ten tanker.
Please don't.
Freeze!
Don't kill me.
Tak, a tady by měla být ta mina. A jo. To by mělo bylo
I have the
všechny.
last C4 frozen. There's nothing showing up on the sensor now.
Good work, Raiden.
You're way ahead of me, kid. I still have one to go.
How's your bomb, Peter?
It's a bomb, all right. Sealed C4, and in huge quantities.
You think there's another one in Shell 1?
For sure. Somewhere at the bottom of Strut A.
Why are you so certain?
If this bottom section of the strut is demolished, Shell 2 will be well on its way to destruction.
You mean that Shell 2 will actually sink?
Not immediately. There'll still be 5 struts left. But if Shell 1 loses a strut at the same time, it'll be a very different story. The big shell's structural integrity depends on a very exact balance. If both shells lose a strut each, the whole structure will tear itself apart under its own weight.
What do we do?
I have a sensor that can locate even those scentless C4s. It makes combined use of a neutron scintillator and a hydrogen bomb detector. It's the thing you acquired from the safe in Strut C a little while back.
Does it work?
I just tested it, and it definitely responds. But the best I can do is a sound beacon, not the radar.
Sound?
The shorter the interval between beacons, the closer the target.
I get you.
It's all yours, Raiden.
I'm going to study it some more and see if the freezing process will work. Don't touch the other one until I say so.
Okay. I'll stand by until you radio in.
OK, to tady je, ty vole, nakonec dialog, když to ho seberete dřív. To je dobrý, ty vole, že takhle to mysleli přede mnou. Mě tady to upřímně nenapadlo, ty vole, udělat. A další box, ty vole. Tady na co? Daily supplies, no to mě taky zajímá, do píči, čemu tady to je, ty daily supplies, kurva. No, tady to je perishable, tady zase daily supplies, ty vole, tak já nevím, do píči. Tady to víme, k čemu je, to je tam dolů. Tohle to bude podle mě do do té dining hally, tady to je do té místnosti, kde jsme se setkali s Pliskinem, takže tady to bych jsem si typl, že bude do skladu. Jo, to bude podle mě ono, no. Do piče. Tak ty vole, dali bychom si asi možná to... Asi tohle, ty vole, dáme si zase tu elektroniku, aby jsme se trošku posunuli. Skákat tady nebudem, protože to můžeme plně sletět. Tam máme debila, vole.
Freeze!
Stop, bro. Měli bychom dostat ty vole hovor od Stillmana, jakmile bychom sebrali ten senzor. Mě zajímá, kdy nám zavolá, ty vole. Teď actually mám docela taky trošku menší first feel, co se týče tohohle. Kurva, že jsem nedržel hubu.
How's your invisible bomb?
I'm looking at it, but I'm keeping my distance. How's Pliskin doing?
A few more minutes. I just got to the last strut, but there are a few enemy sentries I have to take care of.
Does it look bad, Peter?
Maybe. It's an odd one. The detonator hasn't been activated.
What?
But the sensors are live, which means...
This is Pliskin. I've located the last C4.
Is that it?
I'm about to freeze it. Then...
Wait! Pliskin! Damn! That was it!
What's going on?
The detonator just woke up. It's counting down!
What happened?
The big ones were rigged to be activated when all the baby C4s went offline. Right. The one in Shell 1 should be counting down too. Hurry!
What's the remaining time?
400 seconds.
400 seconds?
Right, move! Get to the bottom of strut A now!
No, kurva. To teďko máme o něco těžší, protože já debil jsem se to aktivoval, že jo, tady do píče rovnou. Do prdele práce. No hele, aby jsme zbytečně nestráceli čas, tak já si tady dám tady ten box a rychle se portneme tam, ty vole, protože ty piče to je fakt v hubu. Dělej, vole. Tak se necháme portnout do DD, do té zašívárny, kde jsou ty mrtvoly těch sílů, nebo spíš byly. A díky tomu vlastně budeme teď o pár vteřin rychlejší, no. Aha. Já možná bychom tam byli rychleji do piči, kdyby jsem si tam reálně ty vole spíš doběh. Dobrý. Musíme rychle, kurva. Tak, jdu nahoru. Nejsou tady náhodou miny, protože vím, že tady právě potom budou. Dobrý. Takže to bylo, abych to ještě třeba vzal, ty vole.
Are you going to shoot me?
To si kurva kurž, jo, kámo. Hodný kluk. Tak, a vyjdu dolů.
Right. Pliskin. Listen carefully.
What is it?
I fell for it.
Fell for what?
That man has my number. A proximity trigger. Microwave.
Microwave?
With a 7-foot range. It's not a technique I taught him. Neither was that multi-bomb booby trap. Looks like he's far surpassed me as far as explosives technique goes. As for the rest...
Pete, get the hell out of there!
There's less than 30 seconds left. It's too late.
No!
Pliskin, get away from Strut H as fast as you can.
Pete!
Right! Keep your distance. Use the spray from as far away as possible.
Me?
You can do it. I know that.
I'm not so sure.
But I am. Do it. I know you can.
No, takže po Pliskinovi je po Stillmanovi a my teď musíme... jo, tohle. Jsme blízko. To by měla být po tou ponorkou, myslím, že tady. A nice.
Colonel, I've neutralized the bomb.
Good work, Raiden.
It was a great loss for everyone.
Yes, it was.
Colonel, any damage report on the explosion?
Seems that the duct for diverting the contaminated seawater was destroyed, and the central section of Shell 2 is flooding. The explosions ignited the oil slick on the surface.
What about the toxins?
The chemicals stayed in containment. There's no immediate danger.
Is the big shell stable?
Shell 1 was unaffected. The price was high, but the threat of the bomb is over for now.
What's the next objective?
Rescue the President. Get back to the upper level.
Roger that.
Tak jo, to bychom měli. Každopádně, dámy a pánové, tady to by bylo pro dnešní epizodu úplně všechno. Doufám, že se vám ta epizoda líbila. Pokud ano, to bude jít, necháte like, odběr, komentář a u další epizody se uvidíme. Takže zatím.